Alright, hello, my name is Sam Switzer. It's August 27th, and I'm going to be talking about anatomical position. So, um, anterior and posterior. So facing this way, with my feet barely spread apart just a little bit, and my palms out, this would be considered an anterior position. And the same thing facing this way would be considered posterior. So superior and inferior. Superior would be in relatively close proximity to the top half or the head of the body, and inferior would be considered the lower limbs, the lower part of the body. Proximal and distal. So proximal would mean that it's in proximity to the midline, and distal would mean that it's farther away from the midline. So, for an example, my sternum is proximal to the midline, and my elbow is distal to the midline. So superficial and deep. Superficial would mean that it's close to the surface of the skin. So, for example, the epidermis would be considered superficial because it is close to the surface, and deep would mean that it's farther away from the surface of the skin. So, like something like the hypodermis. And like sagittal, like all the planes. So sagittal plane would be considered like face on, cut right in half. The transverse plane would be you're cutting the body right about at the waistline from the waist down and waist up, and then the coronal plane would be pretty much just be like a side view, kind of like a mug shot. So yeah, thank you for listening.